All right, hey, y'all remember Zimbabwe, right? And the hyperinflation. Man, I tell you what, I'm going to include an article down below, and a picture is worth 1,000 words. You've got to read this article, okay? I'm going to give you the headline right here. It says, "The cash that isn't worth the paper it's printed on. Venezuelan shops," look at this, "take to weighing," and they put weighing in big capital letters, "money as it," look at this, "takes too long to count due to hyperinflation." All right. And you all see these pictures right here. Unbelievable. Runaway inflation in Venezuela has reached the point to where the banknotes are being weighed rather than counted. They weighing paper. Are you people are you listening to me, folks? They are weighing paper that has images printed on it. That's what they're doing. All right. The country's currency in Bolivar has devalued so much that traders has given the counting the huge wads of banknotes handed over by the customers. The last month it emerged the new $20,000 Bolivar note. I could be pronouncing it wrong, don't get me wrong, but it's Bolivar. Will be produced to keep up with the rate of inflation. At the moment of the highest bank note in circulation is 100 bolivars. Now think about this for a second, all right? Think about this, okay? So you mean when it was printing, I got it around here somewhere, unless I put it up somewhere, those $100 trillion notes there in Zimbabwe, that they was actually printing those because the hyperinflation had gotten so bad that it become, nonsensical to carry around all this paper. Now they're printing $20 trillion notes. It's bad. I mean, it's really bad. As a matter of fact, they do pretty good on their images and everything too. Oh man. Yesterday, Venezuelan president said a deal which would cut output and hike oil prices was imminent. Now, OPEC and the rest of the world is playing games. Venezuela, they actually depend on high dollar outputs per barrel of oil in order to keep their economy afloat. But barrels of oil are what? Suppressed right now. They're really, really low. I often think to myself, and I know that I'm not, it's just a figure of speech. Am I the only one in this world that's really truly interested in current events and what's really truly going on? Because I can see clearly the effect that they're going to have upon us as a people. And when the chickens come home to roost, and they are coming home to roost, you look at the national debt clock, $20 trillion right there. And silver should be pegged at $1,100 an ounce and gold at $10,000 an ounce. I mean, that's just in order to keep up with dollar rate inflation. I mean, it's just off of the living proverbial chain. I think what the problem is that we do not understand money. We don't comprehend money or whatever the value they put behind it, because our system of dollar is supposed to be pegged and backed up by constitutional money, which is gold and silver. And in this generation, they've done everything they could to remove the Constitution from their minds. And so they don't even know what constitutional money is. But I tell you what, it is literally depressing. But I tell you, I'm going to include this article below. Wait till you see these pictures. Again, pictures are worth 1,000 words. I'm telling you. And when you see this and you start to look at this, think about how it's going to be once we get finished with the printing press in this country and the real true Great Depression is hit like it should have hit a long, long time ago. So what's the solution, Pastor Dow? You're not going to like my answer because these boogers have fudged the numbers and cooked the books and kicked the proverbial can on down the road and saddled our great-great-grandchildren with all this debt. The only answer is raise interest rates, which you talking about pain unbearable. The Great Depression will pale in comparison to what we will experience here in America if we're going to do things the right way. I know, well, Pastor Dow, you're just a pessimistic man. Oh, every time I turn around, you're just a bearer of bad news. Give me some good news, I'll tell it. I promise I will. Give me some good news, I'll be more than happy to tell. I'll scream it to the rooftop.